Okay, this video is on lesson 32. It's the chapter lesson 32 is on the rhombus and the trapezoid. I'm going to do the area of a trapezoid, and all the practice tests I've done, I haven't seen anything on rhombus, and it's not on the list either on the math formula sheet. So if you want to learn the rhombus, you can look on lesson 32. I'm going to be teaching the trapezoid. The trapezoid worksheet, it's the same one that I used for lesson 31, the extension, because the only one online that I could find that had trapezoids on it. So the first few problems are just extra practice from lesson 31, but when you get to problem 21, they turn into trapezoids. And the trapezoids are it's not a parallelogram, is both the sides are going one direction. Here you can see where one line goes in, then the other side goes in, and the base here, the bottom and the top are different lengths. One is going to be longer and one's going to be shorter. So this is called the trapezoid. Okay? And to find the area, now again, these are all two-dimensional figures, and that's what these formulas here, when you're dealing with two-dimensional, you got the area and the perimeter is around the outside. So to find the area, a trapezoid is right here. They give you the formula, A equals 1/2 times the height times the base 1 plus base 2. So I'll write it here, is the area equals, to find the area, you got 1/2 of the height times the height times base 1 plus base 2. Okay, well, what do we fill in for these? Well, I want to find the area for this. Okay, so area equals, I got the 1/2. The height is this one right here. It's from the bottom base straight up to the top base here. Okay, so the height would be the 6.5. So h would be becomes 6.5. B1 and B2. This will be base 1 is the bottom, and then the other one will be the top. It doesn't matter which one you make B1 or B2, or this could be B1 and this could be B2. But I'm going to go, the bottom one is B1, which is 11.9, plus B2 would be the 5.5. Okay? So now I put the numbers in. So now I just got to crank out the answer here. So the first thing, order of operations, you got to do the parentheses here. I got to do the adding. So I got 11.9 plus 5.5 is going to end up as 17.4. Okay? Then you have to finish this out. Then I go 17.4 times 6.5. And then I can go times 0.5, which is excuse me, 1/2. Or I could go 17.4 times 6.5 divided by 2, because it's going to be half of 6.5 times 17.4. So if I do it this way, I can, hopefully you can see the calculator here, I can go 0.5 times 6.5 times the 17.4 equals, I get 56.55. 56.55 square kilometers. Okay? Or you could do this too. I can go you can work it this way, where you can go 17.5 times 6.5 equals, it's 113.75, but then I need half of that. I got to divide it by or multiply it by 1/2. So, or I can go divide it by 5, or I'm not 5, divide it by 2, it takes that answer and divides it by 2. I'm back at, whoops, how did that happen? 6.5 times 17.4 equals, and then divided by 2 equals, yep, there it is, 56.55. Okay, so whatever works best for you, what you can remember. Okay, there's usually in math there's more than one way to do some things. All right, so that's number 21. 22, well, here I got my base 1, my base 2, and my height here. Okay, so I'm going to go A equals 1/2. My height is 8.8, so times 8.8. And then my base 1 is 11.9. Oh, I gotta keep it on. I gotta keep looking up to see. Plus 4.3 is my other base. Okay? So now the first thing, I gotta do what's in parentheses. I have to add here. So if I write the whole thing again, 1/2 times 8.8, and then 11.9 plus 4.3 came out to 16.2. Okay, so now just using the calculator, I could go 16.2 times 8.8 and then divide that answer by 2, or I can change this to a 0.5 and go 0.5 times 8.8 times 16.2. So either way, either direction, it'll work. Okay, so I already, well, here I'll do it on here. If you can see it, if I hold it up a little bit, if I go 0.5 times 8.8 times 16.2 equals, I end up with 71.26 square miles. Okay, and you could do it the other way. I can go 16.2 times 8.8 equals, I get 142.56, and then I got, but I need only half of that, so I go divide it by 2 to give me half of it, and there I am, back to 71.28. Now I gotta check it the other way. 0.5 times 8.8 times 16.2 equals, oh, that's even worse. 0.5 times 8.8 times 16.2 equals 71.28. Yeah, so I just read it wrong on the calculator the first time. Okay, so the next one, number 23. I'll do 2 more on this video, then I'll do the other 2, the other ones on another one, so it doesn't get too long here. So here, the area, trying to find the area. So my height, I got half times my height is 8.1, and then my base is 12, and my second base is 3.2. Okay, our base 1 plus base 2. So 12 plus 3.2 is going to be 15.2. So again, you can go 15.2 times 8.1 and divide it by 2, or I like doing this, just 0.5. So I'm going to go 0.5 times 8.1 times 15.2 equals 61.56. Area equals 61.56 square yards. Okay, and on my work, I didn't work that one out, so I'm just going to write it real quick. 61.56 yards. Okay, then number 24, Make sure I move this over. What is the area of this one? So the area is, again, here's the formula, 1/2 of the height. Well, here the height is going to be 6. The base 1 is 9.7 plus base 2 is 3.7. And remember, these formulas, you have access to the sheet. When you do the test, you're able to pull this up on the computer. Okay, there'll be a little button on the screen that says math sheet, I think is what it says. Okay, so here 9.7 plus 3.7 comes out to 13.4. And then I go 0.5 times 6 times 13.4, or you can go 13.4 times 6 divided by 2, and you're going to end up with, let's see, this is 24. So I got 40.2 inches squared. Okay, so those are the first 4. There's actually 6 more. You got 2 on the bottom of this page, and then the next page you have 29 and 30. So I'm going to stop here. You can go ahead and give them a try, and then I'll show the setup and the calculations on the next videos for number 25 through 30.